Hello everyone! Last month we had Prime Day and I was lucky enough to find a cool fountain pen at a great price. My main reason for choosing this pen is this. I tried to imagine if I were to choose my first fountain pen again, what would this be like? And then I came across the Neo Slim from Faber-Castell, which is incidentally one of my favorite brands. As I have mentioned in one of my previous videos, my oldest fountain pen is the Essential Black Carbon from this brand, and after 10 years it is still an excellent writing instrument. Now, please do not expect for this fountain pen to be the surprise of the century. It is what it is, an affordable writing instrument and nothing more. But it does have some features which are worth mentioning, and this is my job today. To show you that the Faber-Castell Neo Slim can be a suitable choice for someone who is planning on picking up his or her first fountain pen. My opinion, a great option for those who prefer a minimalistic style. A fountain pen with a slim body made from chromed stainless steel with a sort of an understated elegance. Different nib options, a sturdy clip, a cap with a plastic liner, lightweight. These are just few of the features I'll talk about. Before we dive in, how about hitting that subscribe button? It takes only a second, but it helps me to move forward and create useful content for you. And if you enjoy my videos, be sure to give me a like. That is another second for you, but a lot of joy for me. Last but not least, if you want to keep up to date with my content, you have that tiny bell. Just click on it and activate your notifications. As always, I thank you for your support. It humbles me to be appreciated. So, I'm going to start with the package. We have a simple carton box, nothing fancy. With pens like that, we do not hope for a package that amazes us. It serves its purpose though. Here we can see the name of the fountain pen, Neo Slim Stainless Steel. Let's see the pen. This is my first fountain pen from the Neo Slim family. I was drawn to the metal-like surface. It seemed like the perfect fountain pen to try from this collection. A modern, minimalist pen which is also elegant without being too look at me. Perfect for carrying around, definitely an excellent choice for everyday writing. So, what do we have here? We have an ultra slim barrel which offers a sleek profile. It is easy to grip and just as easy to carry around without fearing that you might damage or lose it. I really like the lightweight metal construction, and this particular one is made from lacquered metal, but there are also other versions available. There are many great choices in the Neo Slim collection. I also like the olive green and the matte black. If memory serves right, there is also a rose gold version, which is quite elegant. The cap must be pushed upwards in order to come off. This is not comfortable. You might see a tiny mark on my finger from the push. Also, if your hands are sweaty, then it will definitely feel like a challenge. Let's take a look at the cap. You might not be able to see it, but it has a plastic liner inside, which is excellent, as it reduces the risk of ink spillage and of course also prevents the ink from drying out. The cap can be posted, but I found that it does not stay 100% in place. I don't know if you can hear this. To me it's pretty obvious. Okay, we also have a spring-loaded metal clip. This seems to be quite sturdy, serves its purpose, and I think you can easily attach the fountain pen to your pocket or notebook without any issues. The nib is characteristic for Faber-Castell, a high-quality stainless steel nib. In my case, I have the broad nib, and other options include extra fine, fine, and medium. The nib is similar to the one I have on my Essential Black Carbon, only it is smaller and the tip is a bit different, a bit curved. We have the dotted design, the B from Broad, and the Faber-Castell logo, which shows two knights. As a side note, the Faber-Castell logo, which features the two jousting knights, symbolizes the core values of the brand. They stand as symbols for preservation of tradition, strength, nobility of mind, continuity, fighting spirit, and assertiveness. In the early 1900s, Count Alexander von Faber-Castell commissioned the painting of the two knights for advertising purposes, and this is actually the inspiration behind the logo, which has been used as a brand element. Okay, back to the fountain pen. We have a standard cartridge system, nothing fancy or complicated. And from what I have seen, there is a converter that can be purchased. Then you can ink the pen with any kind of ink you might want. I have also seen a set that includes the fountain pen, a bottle of ink and a converter. Perhaps this is also a good option. The fountain pen came with one royal blue cartridge. Worth knowing, the Neo Slim is compatible with both long and standard cartridges. Thanks to its slim profile and lightweight, this fountain pen is perfect for small hands. My feeling is that this is a fountain pen for women, the perfect item to carry in your purse. Even though it is slim, I found it to be a good choice for extended writing sessions such as journaling and note-taking. It is well balanced as well, and my one thought in terms of size and profile. If you prefer heftier pens with a bulky body, then this pen is definitely not for you. Here we are at the writing test. So we have a pen from Faber-Castell Neo Slim with a broad nib. As you can see, it is a smooth and juicy writer. No scratches, no feedback, definitely comfortable to write with. And on my part, I love slim fountain pens because they are easy to carry and write with. And this is such a light fountain pen, it is my go-to choice for note-taking. As I have shown you, I have a royal blue cartridge today. It writes beautifully, the nib is excellent, so smooth, it glides effortlessly on paper. Even if you want to write, I don't know, super fast, it still does its job. Here are some scribbles for you to see. And as I have said, there are no scratches or feedback to worry about. I have talked about posting the pen. You can also write with it posted. My feeling is that it is not that well balanced when posted, and the fact that you can hear the cap constantly moving is a bit annoying. But in general, it has a great nib. You can really tell it is a Faber-Castell. It is well balanced, a pleasure to write with, and I really like how it feels in my hand. Let's also try a short coat to test it some more. This is one of my favorite coats. Smooth writer all the way. In doing my research for this video, I looked at many reviews. Some people have complained that the fountain pen has trouble starting if not used for a period of time. I have had this fountain pen for a few weeks now, and I had no issues with this regard. However, should you experience such issues, I think using a wetter ink might be a good idea. I have also seen people complaining of the nib having a slight feedback, scratching the paper or skipping. From what I have read, this is especially an issue in extra fine and fine nibs. My broad is smooth, no issues whatsoever. The coating of the pen seems to be another issue. Will it last or not? At this point, I cannot tell. I will have to use the pen and see what happens. Two other issues seen in this pen: clip tension too weak and cap seal weak, which causes the ink to dry faster. My own experience, I have had none of these issues. My one issue is with the cap, which jiggles when posted. And yes, it takes a bit of effort to open the pen. Look at my finger. And I forgot it was quite difficult to push the cartridge in the system. It takes a bit of work. So, to recap, if you are experiencing nib dryness or flow issues, then be sure to choose a wetter ink. You might also want to flush clean your pen before first use to remove any factory oil. Alternatively, rinse the pen with warm water and mild dish soap. If the nib is scratchy, then tuning or smoothing it might be recommended, but only if you have the experience or you know someone who is great at this. So, here we are at the conclusion part. I think the Faber-Castell Neo Slim is an excellent fountain pen for beginners. I got it on Prime Day, so it was around €25. Normally, I think this pen is available for €40. It is a great choice given its minimalist, stylish appearance. I like that it is not too heavy and can be easily carried around. Perfect for women for small hands, a great choice for journaling or note-taking. Of course, it is not a high-performance fountain pen. We certainly did not have this expectation. My advice would be to use a wet ink to avoid any nib dryness or flow issues. I will also get a converter to test different inks and see how it performs. So, there you have it, a fountain pen that looks great and writes great, a Faber-Castell Neo Slim. I hope you liked my review and you got some nice facts on this fountain pen. This is where I invite you to be part of my community as we share a common passion, fountain pens. You can easily subscribe to my channel so that you can keep up to date with my reviews. Also, if you have questions or comments, please feel free to ask. I would be more than pleased to hear from you. That's it for today. Thanks for being here and watching my videos. And until next time, keep your pens inked.